the tea hitting the pavement. Over here on Word on the Curb, we don't sip, we spill. Word on the Curb, where the tea hits the pavement. Let's get into it. It's Angela, your favorite internet bestie, and we got the vibe. We rocking the housewives, politics, and celebrity gossip, all wrapped into one show. Hello, everyone.
Hello. We are back.
Yes, we are. And we got a lot to talk about. The housewives, they got all kind of beefs and everything else going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. I can't wait to the reunion.
Yeah, the reunion should be good.
Yes, it really should be. I'm thinking they doing their job, keeping up the mess. So let us know what you thought of this episode and how do you rank it from 0 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a pretty decent episode. I give it about a 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a 7 because what I noticed is when I went to try to watch it back, I really I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. So it wasn't a horrible episode, but it was just a little okay for me. And I will tell you, I just want to jump right on in. I will tell you that the pick on Drew is very old and stale for me. And I'm gonna go back to Shamia. Every week, Shamia, is funny to me how Shamia I hope that now she's seeing how she the problem. But I don't understand how she constantly feels like she don't understand why she gets some of the smoke she get, but she doesn't pay attention to the position she places herself in. This battle between these singers is absurd. Like, are we seeing how fast we can get to the bottom? I'm confused here because I like everybody, but I feel like Shamia, as far as her singing career goes, you at the bottom of the totem pole. Then there's Drew, and then there's Kay, right? But where Drew and Kay Michelle are concerned, I really see them really on the same level playing field, right? I don't really think one person's career is so much more, recognizable than the other one, to be quite honest, when it comes to Kay Michelle and Drew. And so when I see them doing this thing with this whole Star Spangled Banner with her, and kind of poking fun, and it was very mean girlish. I didn't like it. That's what I'm getting to. I didn't like it, and I thought they had a lot of nerve, the audacity. It was for me because it's like y'all all scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, why? As far as I'm concerned,
they all working at the same place.
That's what I mean. And as far as your singing career is concerned, again, I don't. Maybe before I say I don't know if anybody got no Grammys. Maybe Kay Michelle got a couple Grammys.
I don't think she do.
Okay, well, because like
she might got to be.
Maybe I missed it. I'm not sure because sometimes people get a Grammy that didn't
They don't show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, maybe she is sitting with something like that.
I'm going to Google it.
It's some sort of accolade for her music. But at the same time, I just don't necessarily, I see her career as unsung. Like, I see her as always trying to get to that point or part that she's trying to get to. I don't see that you have arrived. And you seem to look your head, thumb your nose up and look down at Drew as if you have. And I'm looking at y'all like, well, y'all about in neck and neck. And Drew has paid enough attention to say, let her go and get up off the singing train and get on that acting train because the acting train is bringing in some funds. But either way, I didn't like it. Like I say, Drew is not my favorite housewife.
But she's RIAA whatever that is, certified platinum record. So she had platinum hits. And she won a Soul Train Award.
Well, everybody black got one of them.
Drew don't. Drew don't.
Who did I say Drew don't? Well, she probably wasn't out when they was giving.
Yeah, she was, girl. No, she was on the game acting. She was on the game acting as herself, Drew Sidor, the singer. So she was definitely out. So, but yeah, she got that.
No, let me stop.
So I don't know what this. It's a Recording Academy has it. She was recognized by the Recording Academy, whatever that is. It's something. She has achieved a significant industry success. Okay, so this was.
Is that Wikipedia? Because as far as
she was Grammy nominated. No,
well, Grammy nominated.
No. I take it back. No, she was not.
Oh, okay. Well,
I misread.
Okay, she's probably over there announcing the wrong winner.
Yeah. Yes. So.
But my point really is, and it's not even for me to kind of dog them out. It's just really to say, at some point, and maybe it's me, my age, maybe I'm evolving, just in general. At some point, I am a little sick of, like I said, that whole thing they was doing with her about the Spangled Banner. I just really didn't like it. I thought it was real icky. And Shamia, that's like with her. It's like, you don't see how you the problem, because like you're not this nice girl that you want like she thinks she's liked by everybody because she's this sweet, nice girl. And it's like, but you're not.
Yeah, I didn't get the whole part of the thing. I just thought, okay. Whatever. The whole Star Spangled Banner thing, I just didn't get it. So I was just like, okay. I had the Drew face on, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean, because it was really it was very juvenile. And, yes, we are live, but it was very juvenile, very high school, very mean girl. Like, nobody is, I think they wanted to make fun of her about inviting them to see her sing it. I think that was the point.
Well, my thing was, I thought it was going to be at Baseball Diamond. I mean, that's what I thought. Then when I seen the line chairs,
Blue always misses
Blue. How she was. My thing was because how she was doing Pinky, and then to see her doing this, I'm like, what the fuck is this? A federal union?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, when I seen those lawn chairs, I said, "Oh."
Or maybe it was a Little League game. Like maybe
it was Rich Homie Quan Day. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
The rapper, who OD'd him.
Okay.
So, and that's why
something happened to him. I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
so they was just having like a nice picnic festival type of deal.
Yeah, I think. Now, from what I understood, I thought that was something he probably always did, and they continued, or either they started doing it once he died. I'm not very sure. So I just assume it was something he had did previously, but it was something at the park, and Drew sung the national anthem. So,
and I didn't like them making fun of her.
I mean, no, she sang well. So I think maybe the dig is because it was there. You think?
No, I think the dig is, well, I'm almost certain the dig is the fact that it's the Star Spangled Banner. So it's kind of like getting the solo in the school choir. Like at some point it could be a big deal for somebody who really can sing, but it's really not that big of a deal. That's kind of the way they was trying to make it. It's like, you sang the Star Spangled Banner 1,000 times. You know what I mean? Like at this point, that's, now if it's your first time out and, your first performance, sure, you kind of like, oh my God, I'm singing, you know what I mean? But they just wanted to minimize what it was, what it means in her career, right?
Only thing I will say about she sounded very good. I just was a bit taken back of where she was singing it at. I was. I did not expect that.
No, I agree.
I thought she was singing.
When they read it in the text, I thought they was going to some sort of baseball field.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be to the Falcons or the Hawks. That's what I thought.
Yeah. But so I agree. I didn't expect it to be out in the park. But like I say, you know, that damn Drew, honey, she do always just kind of, you know, some of the shit she gets, she do walk into. I'm not.
Girl, I just was looking at you was talking all this stuff in decent and in order with Pinky about this Edgewood.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end up at the park. But I'm gonna say that to me, this episode, I'm going to give the MVP to Drew. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when she sat down with her ops and still held her own, you know, throughout, I didn't like how she came to Pinky's thing because I guess she felt like she did not have to. That's the first scene. Pinky's doing this Edgewood documentary movie, whatever. And I guess she didn't feel like she was supposed to audition, you know. And then, you know, then I noticed that she drove, but her driver was on the passenger side. I said, what? True.
Say, what's going on here? Mm-hmm.
Exactly. What's he there for? Mm-hmm. So, you know, when she came in there, you know, with that, I'm like, okay, they didn't need you to come and support. Either you was going to say no, or can I support you some kind of way, you know, beforehand. Mm-hmm. But I just thought, okay, Drew here making a scene.
Yeah, I agree. I thought I just took up for her about the way that they did her, you know, about her career. And yeah, I thought she was doing a bit much. I think she was trying to downplay Pinky's production as beneath her. And I would agree, like you on Tubi. And not for nothing, but come on, like you're not above working. Let's just.
I mean, if it's only a 3-day job assignment, whatever, and I'm making a couple $1,000s, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. You know, if you on Tubi, you're not above working. You know,
Latoya gonna be on there.
Yes, they keeping some people with some jobs. You know what I mean?
My little cousin, he put movies on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, is paying his bill. So, so well.
So you might have a little funny stuff to say about it, but overall, I think it's a great thing because, to like what you just said, I think it's a way to give small creators a way to get their things off. And so, listen, we talked all kind of shit about Master P and about it, but look where it got him.
Yes.
You know.
Dun, dun, dun. And that's put out a movie every week and a CD.
Right?
It's the ice cream.
But, and that's what I see. Like, for me, that's kind of how I see Tubi. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and again, and so I think it's excellent. Like, we really don't, as Black folks, let me tell y'all, we really don't think enough, support enough, or talk enough about the things that are here and set up for us to be able to use to get ourselves into, you know, the success we want, into the, you know, different rooms we want, the money, whatever. Because everybody should have been. I don't know who owns Tubi, but I'm just saying, if you want. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find another. But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, like if we could get, so we know that Remy has one, and I know we know about what's the one with Jocelyn, because we know that they kind of like the fight network.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm not saying, what I am saying is if we could get something like Tubi together, and everybody takes their content, Tyler Perry included. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like what I was saying, that it's far too many millionaires and billionaires, Black millionaires and billionaires at this moment, on this day, for us to not have formulated something that belongs to us, that is here for us to put out. content. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where when Bravo throws away Martha's Vineyard, somebody can swoop in and pick it up. And we understand like the budgets are different, but I think that, like I think it can be done. That's it.
Yeah. Because I really got to check into Isaac Hayes' son. He has a social network, a social media network.
Okay.
That he had been pushing. I know Candy has invested in, because he usually was on, like, they had an ad on Roland Martin's show, and he was getting people to try to invest in it. So, to make it bigger. But I think he's got all the investors he has, but is open. So as we are going.
That's the thing that I guess is always the issue, is like, things take money, but that's why I say if we could all just agree to support, like say, like we do make fun of Tubi, but Tubi keeping all of the black actors working.
Yeah, they sure are.
Giving new black actors, some jobs, Yeah,
exactly. Because I tell you, my little cousin put a couple movies on there. So.
So I'm here for it. That's what at the end of the day, I'm here for it. I'm here for anything that gets us to a better place. Always. Yes.
So Pinky, I don't know what is this going to be, a YouTube show or something?
I don't know.
She said her budget was $40,000.
It could be, because let me put this bug out there. Eventually, YouTube about to have a streaming service too. Like, I know they have YouTube TV, but what I mean is they about to do something bigger with the creators that they have.
Because they're supposed to be having, is it the Grammys, or one of them is supposed to be on YouTube next year?
Oh,
one of the bigger something. I can't Oscar somebody. I can't remember. One of those awards. So So,
well, listen. Y'all know it might take a little time, but I'll be right.
Because Funky Dineva had mentioned that about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago. But he had mentioned, so I mean, there's a lot of people over here. Most times I usually watch YouTube more than I watch TV.
I think a lot of people find themselves that way now. Even with the way they listen to music, sometimes I notice a lot of people pull up their music on YouTube. I don't. I not do that very much, but I like I said, I just see the opportunities, and also when we are talking about a lot of stuff becoming more independent, or having better ownership of whatever your content is. Me and my girlfriend was having a conversation a couple weeks ago, because I told her, I said, Lauryn Hill turned out to be like the biggest scam ever, like in my opinion. And so she's like, well, why do you say that? And I'm like, well, you realize she had one album over 30 years, and nobody pays attention to the things they need to pay attention to. The whole time this album is whatever, she's supposed to show up places. Her reputation is for not showing up, being late. It was coined out to be difficult, is what I would say. Right now, all of a sudden, she pops out like a box of cherries, honey. Like, things, she giving speeches. It's all kind of stuff. And so I commented on something on Instagram however long ago, and I said the reason why she's showing up now is because the price is right. And before, and nobody could follow that train of thought. Like, I don't know how you can't. So going back to the argument about the one album. So my thought is, we never really got to see anything else that she would do, right? Don't get me wrong, the one album is great, fine. But I'm still kind of questioning, how does the one album, when she doesn't have any other work, right?
But she was on different soundtracks too.
Yeah, but it's still, because I'm speaking about her one album, though. Because it's the album that gets the accolades, right?
I think it got so many Grammys, though.
and right, like I say, it did very well. But well, let's just go here. Apple Music just in 2025 actually put it as number one, as like over Thriller, over a bunch of different songs. Number one, like the top. It wasn't downloaded. It was like the best song or something, or the best album, the number one album. Yes, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I love the album, so I can't even.
I don't dislike it. Like where I'm coming from is not a place of dislike or undeserving. But what I am saying is that I do feel that there's some sort of somebody is bamboozled in there somewhere, because again, she been riding off this one album for 34 years, you know.
Since what, 1990?
While everybody else been working their ass off, pumping out album after album, right? So, but again,
remember, she was with the Fugees first.
That was before that album.
Yeah, I know. That's the other work she did. So,
well, okay, okay, you know, she like take this and move on. Yeah. But so my my girlfriend was kind of like, well, she didn't want to put out any more music because they had the rights to her music and this, that, and the third. And so I told her, I'm like, you know, that argument gets old, because even though that's a true thing, those things are standard when you sign these contracts, you know. So by the time she was signing her contract, you knew this already. Like, hello, Prince changed his entire fucking identity because of it, you know. So it's no way nobody understood, you know, what the deal is. So my point with that, like I said, so that goes back to what my point is. She realized what they, you know, that she couldn't make the money, and so she didn't do shit till she could get her own money. Because most contracts, at some point, you get the rights, you get the masters to your music. And now when she got the masters to her music, she show up at her performances because she knows that money going in her pocket. Now, I ain't saying that she wrong for it. I'm just saying, I'm just pointing it out, right? Like, y'all act like she just manifested from, you know, well, wherever she was at. But she
so did she get the masters?
I think well, I shouldn't say her masters. I think she does have her, like, is it masters? Whatever it is that the people need to have to give people this permission to stream and stuff is what it is. Is that the masters?
Yeah, but
that's why
it's automatically given.
Huh?
It's not automatically just given, because, you know, there's people who
no, it's after a period of time. A lot of contracts for music will now it might be 20 years or so, again, because right, they trying to recoup their money and they be crooked ass stuff. But after a period of time, it is supposed to turn over.
But George Clinton never got his.
Okay.
And that's why he's still performs.
But now, see, you talking about somebody way older. You know what I mean? Like, where, right? You know, like the business should have been taken care of, but you still in this, like, I don't know, crooked way of how they did things, right?
Yeah, because they did them.
yeah, you know, right? That's what I'm saying, you know. But by the time 1994 came, I'm not saying that they weren't crooked about the contracts like they are now. You know, it's just like reality stars. And so my point really gets to, we can't keep using that as an excuse. Again, when you have all of these avenues now to be able to own what you are putting out to as much as you can. Because even when you using one of these sites like YouTube, like the stuff you did is yours. But once you put it up on their stuff, it's not yours anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, it belongs to them. But it's just that you don't have anybody else, you know, that you need to go through in order to get it put up.
Yeah, to circulate it properly for you. So we have Notori, who's on the, you know, the lady from Power and from the Notorious B.I.G. movie. And was it from 3LW or whatever, the little teenage group? So she's going to be playing Pinky in this movie. that Pinky is going to be self-funding, and Pinky just letting you know filing bankruptcy individually versus, for your business is two different things. So she let people know that she was the producer on the Maury Show, and she was the casting director on Ileana. I can never pronounce the lady's name right. Iyanla. Fix My Life. So, she's trying to get her stuff together. So her budget is going to be somewhere around $40,000. So we get over to Cynthia Bailey's, the Lake Bailey. And so we got the Core 4 meeting over there at Cynthia's house. Portia and all the ladies that get a chance to meet Prince. What do you think about Prince?
Well, he was all right.
Yeah. Isn't he like 29 or so, somewhere in there?
I know he is a lot younger than her. He's just all right for me.
No. So is he Dutch?
I don't know.
Oh, so I think he's some kind of foreigner or something.
He is foreign, but I don't know what it is.
So we have Portia is explaining or talking about the meetup between Pinky, Cynthia, and her and K. Michelle. And then we have Angela talking about Shamia and her meetup and how it went left. And then she brings up the fact that Shamia is having an affair on her husband with either the Falcons or the Hawks.
She sounds like she said all of them, but
and Portia, before she says it, Portia gets up and walk away because she didn't want to, smile or make any kind of expression that would be taken the wrong way. My thing is, Angela, whatever your beef is, and if she did fuck all them people, what does it matter to you?
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to beef with her about her saying that you messed up a relationship with Portia. What does this have to do with anything other than to try to stir up mess?
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like we just stepped out of the realm of just housewife bullshit to really trying to fuck up somebody's marriage. And that's what I just really didn't like. And I was like, okay, I ain't feeling this, Angela. And so also, in that conversation, Cynthia gets an invite from Shamia to Gerald's party. So her and Phaedra gets an invite. Portia explains that because the invite is last minute and it's like 8:00 that night or whatever it is that night, and the party is tomorrow and they have to come in African attire. Portia was like, well, Dennis got his invite last week. So Drew claims that she thought that was kind of odd for her to invite Dennis because Shamia drug her all last year about Dennis. I said, no, I thought that was Portia.
I feel like it was both of them.
So what do you think about this scene?
Well, go back to Shamia. She don't understand why she the problem. Like, you do the most. How the hell? I don't care how much money somebody got. I agree with Cynthia. What the hell am I supposed to get African, your best African wear, in less than 24 hours? Like, excuse you.
They found
So, here we go again with you and these, just over the top, outlandish, ridiculous things. What else happened in the scene?
Angela and
Angela, that is a bit much, but like I said, maybe it is just being from the same area. I follow her train of thought. I don't know. Now why she decided to say it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why she feels the need to get this out, get it off her chest. But I followed, like I said, at least she said something that, it can grow legs, to your point. You know what I mean? Like, because Yeah.
I just want to see what kind of receipts she's going to bring. And honey, don't let them to get to finding something out about Charles, because her ass going to be sliding down the goddamn wall again.
Well, it's open season though. When because I will agree, like, and y'all know I can have my favorites, but yeah, I would agree. If you don't want somebody doing that to you, then you shouldn't be the one doing it either. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But then we hold on, let me get my glasses back on. These things are killing my ears. So we are over to K Michelle talking to her son on the FaceTime. He's just graduated college. He lives in the Washington, D.C. area. He's 21 years old. I did not catch his name.
I didn't either.
So she's talking to her son. Okay. So we're at
you can be a good mother and messy as hell and schizophrenic and you know what I mean, making up shit. So
yeah,
I think he turned out well, I guess.
Yeah. Kudos. So we had Gerald's surprise party. And I feel like the surprise party, I think the party was probably already going on. And Gerald just allowed her to film there. So then she had to get the women in last minute. Because I think, I feel like she wanted it, since he said it was okay for it to be seen. And it was just going to be her and Gerald and maybe Kelly. So they needed the other girls in there. That's the only thing I can think of. Because for the last minute invite, I don't know if I even would have went. Me personally.
Well, not for something like that. All black, cool. All white, cool. Those are usually something most people might, have on hand. But I wouldn't think that I could call somebody and say, "Come to my house tomorrow and wear all purple." Like
African stores around there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Something as simple as even purple. You like something special, like specialized like that. No, you don't do that. Why? What was you thinking? So I agree that it's something felt off about it to me. And so even in her confessional, because she said, well, yeah, it was a surprise because I couldn't tell them what, because if you tell too many people to get out. I think a lot of people plan surprise parties, and if they want their people to show up a certain way, it's a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't include, let me invite you 12 hours before the party.
So she was lying, because usually you're going to have people RSVP. You want to know how much food they have and what all that. Yeah. And it was quite a few people there.
Yeah. So something was very off about that.
Yeah, it was just a last minute
thing. Something was off about this situation with her and Gerald and the kids. At least the more and more. See, and this is the problem. Is so going back to what Angela said about her last season. She said she basically coveted what her friend had, and then wanting to come on to the show and be a housewife. And I think that a lot of times people just underestimate just what is able to be seen regardless of what you show.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying we see these awkward moments between her and her marriage. She wants to present us with the love, this guy who, is this provider and takes care of her. And here's the thing. I don't have anything bad to say about Gerald because he hasn't shown up in any type of way for me to have a bad feeling about him. But I think that there's something not all the way great in her marriage. Maybe it does have to do with this not having a boy. Maybe it has to do with having the special needs daughter. And maybe it has something to do with you being on this show. But there's something that feels odd and off about her situation. And whatever it is, she wants us to believe something different. And so that's what I mean. Like, and going back to just pulling back to last year with her and the Portia fallout, it was like she wanted to present one thing and wanted that to go one way, but it went a whole nother way. She didn't prepare for that. And that's what I mean. I think people feel like you're only going to see what I show you. And that is not always the case, because the public can just see beyond what's happening. Like, we can read that, like that room, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like that, like something just, it felt weird and strange for you to invite somebody to your house to come in all African garb in 18 hours. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, that is weird, like, you are a weirdo. And and going back to doing too much, because that's kind of how it felt. Like you was trying to, like, not even though I know that's not the case, but I don't know if you ever seen a movie, because I ain't never known nobody to do this in real life, but like seeing a movie where the friends fall out, and if one is having a party on this day, the other one try to plan a party so everybody can come, like over there. Yeah. That, you know what I mean? It had that type of like little stitch, like you would, I don't know, like there's something you needed to prove or something. I don't know. It had some stench to it that I wasn't feeling.
Okay, so how did you feel about the whole Bigfoot thing?
I didn't like that either.
Well, come on now.
Well, you don't like Angela.
No, I don't like that everybody seems to be so sensitive. Angela called her a ho-ho. So we're going to just gloss over that. And then she said,
I think, you know what? So here's the thing. I think the exchange between her and Cynthia with the Bigfoot thing, because I feel like what Cynthia was trying to say is like, well, you saying something trying to attack her, but you calling out something that can be offensive to other people, like her, right? Like, okay, so the girl is 6 feet. She probably do wear size, 10 or 12 or something.
My little sister was 12s.
You know what I'm saying?
5'11", yeah.
But so Cynthia in that too. So it's kind of, I think Cynthia was kind of doing two things, kind of saying like, well, hey, you're not just attacking her, but also maybe feeling a little uncomfortable because as far as Cynthia goes, she knows that she is friendly with Angela, and sitting up letting somebody talk to you that way about somebody. See, this is what Shamia don't understand.
Cynthia felt like a hit dog because she got big feet too.
I think, but I think two things can be true at the same time. She did, and that's what I'm saying. You said something that you're trying to attack one person with, but you end up hitting me with it. Now hold on, like yeah. But also, you are talking about somebody I don't want to. That's what she said. Well, hey, can we not call her Bigfoot no more? Because it's just like, I'm just trying to talk to you about the situation. I don't need you bashing the girl in your response to me, right?
But why didn't you call her? I feel like, okay, in that same regard, when she brought this rumor to TV with the ladies, no one, at least they didn't show it, said anything like Angela.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
No, that's why I'm like this Bigfoot comment. I'm like, okay, if you call somebody a bald-headed bitch, if my hair's short, maybe I might feel away, maybe I might not. I don't know. I feel like some of the things that's being said, some of the people are getting way too sensitive because they called what's her name, Mia, Bigfoot over there. And Candace always talked about Giselle's neck and ankles. I don't know. It just seemed like this didn't seem like it should have stung. I feel
like, I don't know. I feel like she said what she felt like that's the part of reality TV. She said what she felt like she wanted to say. I think you're right. She was a hit dog because, right, her feet are probably big too. So I do think, like, even when you make those comparisons, to the other ones, I don't think any of those factors were even the same. And when you talk about Giselle, because I was going to say also a lot of stuff is said in the confessionals that's not said right in the, what I'm saying, place. But Giselle, you could say anything to Giselle. Giselle, it don't seem like she moving. You know what I'm saying? So, there is a difference. I don't know if it's too sensitive or not, but what I would say, at least as far as I'm concerned, where Shamia is concerned, Shamia continues to stick her foot in her mouth, and I think she just does it the wrong way. And
because they had Cynthia talking about it in the podcast, and they was talking about the difference between what Angela said to Pinky, being Mr. Clean, and Smurf, versus Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
And I'm gonna answer this before you even tell me, but I would love for you to let me know what they said, because what I'm gonna say is those were very specific. Nobody, like Mr. Clean, was about her having no hair. Nobody else is sitting there with a bald head. So that's a very direct attack. Like if you said Mr. Clean and there was 3 other bald women, they could have, like anybody would, because they know you're talking to that one. You're like, well, hold on now, shit.
So now, the Bigfoot Sasquatch one. So because of Cynthia's
over here, y'all.
So because Cynthia's tall, then she can't say that, but they can call Miss Kelly over here the garden gnome. And
I agree that some of the stuff, like you saying, has the same type of connotation, and like I think we get into whether you should be using those types of.
They say that she was being transphobia. Some people are saying in the comments.
Okay,
that Shamia is. I'm like, damn. Oh, girl called her a man twice. She called her Papa Smurf and Mr. Clean, both men.
Oh, see, and that's funny because what I see, and it is
to be a girl,
because even though the references are male, that she was not speaking to their male parts, right? She was talking like I said with the Mr. Clean, she was talking about her having a bald head.
Okay, she's talking about having a big foot. So what's the difference?
That's what Chris Rock got his ass smacked on at the Oscars for, about that. Right, because G.I. Jane would work too, but anyhow, and then the Papa Smurf, I had figured it out. Did she have on blue? I think she had on blue.
Yes.
Okay, right. Because that's why I'm like, I know I had figured out why she called it.
You gotta say Smurfette. She had to say Papa Smurf.
And that probably would have worked had she had hair on her head. See, like, so
wait a minute.
Because Pinky is blonde. That's what I mean. So Smurfette is blonde, but her hair is wavy. You know what I'm saying? So Smurfette only works if you're talking to, let's say, that particular, like somebody who got their hair that wavy, and then that's because you're not referencing gender. You're like, so that's what I'm. So then when you're talking about those the stuff that they do to Angela specifically with the Bigfoot and the they do reference her, but those are and it really does suck. But those are what I guess the community would call maybe dog whistles. I think I'm gonna use the term dog whistles. Well, because some women have strong features. Let's put it that way.
She called Angela called Shamia Flavor Flav last year.
She sure the fuck did. That was funny.
But nothing was worse than that to me. Than Flavor Flav. I'm sorry.
It's Flavor Flav, right?
You compared me to Flavor Flav. I'm about ready to swing on you.
I am not letting up on you.
No.
That's what she really is mad at. Maybe she had to make up something because she don't want to revisit that insult. But again, that is. I'm just gonna tell the truth about it because it's not about whether I agree. That was specific to her looks. Like that was not a comparison to her having male features. Like,
wait a minute, Bigfoot, because I always seen a Bigfoot story that's been a male and a female.
Is right, is that most times, and we know this because, well, any female who may have had big feet or something, like, yeah, they got made fun of because the expectation is that only men have big feet, you know, like that women feet supposed. Even I had a complex about I got a size 9, you know, but when you're a 9 in 7th grade, that's not that great, you know, like, or 8. I don't think I just became a 9, I guess, in the last few years or whatever. But anyway, but if you know you're 8.5 or whatever in 7th grade, like that's not cool. You Bigfoot then. I wasn't Bigfoot, you know, at a certain point, but I was Bigfoot then. And I'm saying I understand the difference in the comparison. Like, because there's one thing, kind of like the costumes with the cultures and stuff. It's a difference in how it's presented. So some stuff you were making fun of about the feature of a man to a female. And then like I say, the Flavor Flav thing, and I'm not saying that Shamia looks like Flavor Flav or anything, but it was about her look and not to compare her to look like a man. It is, but nobody
used anybody else that was dark. She could have used anybody else, but she said Flavor Flav
because it was comparing her look. That I can't make it any more clear than that. Now, again, I'm not saying,
but she's comparing it to a whole ugly ass man, and she compared her to a mythical thing.
This is why when people do insult you, or when you going back and forth, this is why you pay attention to what they say, because they'll tell you what they think about you. So Angela doesn't think Shamia is attractive. That's what that insult means and said to me when I decoded. She don't think she's attractive. That's why you compare somebody to Flavor Flav.
Well, I thought she was caring because
straight up and down. Ain't nothing else. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing else about that.
Well, she probably don't think she's attractive either.
It's either that. It's either you think she's unattractive,
or she's black.
She's a clown.
No, I thought it was about color. Because she said about her nose, and she's like, hold on, Flavor Flav. Because she said
it's interesting that you think that it's just about the color, but that's why I'm going just all the way to what it is she don't think she's attractive. Because you're right. If she wanted to call out her color, I don't think that she would compare her to Flavor Flav. I think she would have said something different so that you knew it was her color. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's not semantic.
Black and ugly.
Everybody feels and agree that Flavor Flav is unattractive. That's everybody. That's a pretty. Everybody agrees about that. Even the people who was on his show trying to date him. Like we all agree. So that's what I mean. Like, it's not rocket science. If anybody compares you to Flavor Flav, that is what they're telling you.
It's still telling she look like a man, because Flavor Flav is not a woman.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine, because I think that this is
because we're going that way about the Sasquatch. Because I didn't see, when they show Sasquatches, they show male and female. I didn't see the whole damn movie about Sasquatches, so I don't know why they're saying, oh, she's like trans, being a homophobic or whatever because of the Sasquatch Bigfoot thing. Because the animal is supposed to be both, it's two sex, male and female. So I
didn't know about the Sasquatch, but I did understand about.
But Sasquatch and Bigfoot is the same thing.
No, I'm saying I understand about saying Bigfoot, because I don't think. Okay, we know that when she called her Bigfoot, we know she's not calling her the animal Bigfoot. She was calling out a feature, her actual feet. She wasn't comparing her to the animal Bigfoot. And so, and yeah, comparing somebody to the animal, that's what I mean. Like the Sasquatch comment or insult, that's not transphobic. It's the actual Bigfoot. And like I said, and I mean, you don't have to agree. And I mean,
sounds so,
I'm just saying, it
like to be transphobic. Tell somebody
when you take people's features and you take a woman's features and compare them to men. But also, that's why, like when you brought up Flavor Flav, that's why it's like it's this tiny little thread, but it's not that hard to know what she was saying. She wasn't, I don't believe she was calling Shamia a man. She was just calling her unattractive. That's it. That's all.
I don't know. We can't read the minds. Neither one of them has said what they meant with their reads.
But that's what
I'm just saying. I think people are being way too sensitive
when you say Flavor Flav, because there's only one or two things you think of about Flavor Flav. He's unattractive or he's a clown. Like that's it.
I think of black. I can look at all the things that with Flavor Flav is not, what all his features are. I'm just saying.
When you describe him, you don't just say, well, he black as hell. Because even when you say, well, he black as hell, like just say that that's how it is. That's not the same as saying he unattractive. Idris Elba is black as hell. You see what I'm saying? Like you could compare, you could say,
but you're saying black and ugly with this Flavor Flav.
That's my point. Yeah,
So, but what I'm saying still, though, you could have found a black and ugly female. I'm sorry, you could have.
Well, I can agree with that, sure. So, but how was she? Yeah, I could agree with that, but yeah, that's not what's gonna happen. She gonna do that one because how would that look? That you would go like, who is it that you're gonna call out? And now here you is this woman pulling out somebody else. Like it don't even work.
Already did Flavor
Flav. And that's why you missed it. That's what I'm gonna say. It don't even work the same because it would have to be somebody. You would call out somebody that emphatically everybody agrees on this on this thing about this person.
Okay,
and
but
that's
what I'm saying is
that's what you told.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is too, though, the reads are the reads, and I think people are being way too sensitive, point blank, period, because they've talked about Nene and the way she looked. Nobody is in Phaedra is talking about everybody. Mm-hmm. She's talking about how low old girl titties are sagging, but all of a sudden this Bigfoot thing is making. I just think it's
but it go back to what I was just saying when as far as Cynthia calling it out, because that's so for me it was only Cynthia that had something to say to her.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the comments though.
Okay, yeah, but I'm like it was only Cynthia.
Yeah, no.
Cynthia kind of was like, well, hold on, because yeah, and going back to Shamia, not understanding, not reading herself, and not realizing how she gets herself in issues with people she ain't trying to have an issue with because you just coming out your mouth shooting all over the place. Like you just shot Cynthia, you didn't even mean to. But go and talk about some, well, you don't trip all over your feet. That's what
she just did. And she fell all over her own feet trying to get up around there. I understand. I said, oh, Cynthia hit dog. She's like, because she said being a part of the Bigfoot community.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah. I mean, but I wouldn't expect a tall girl to have little feet. That would look crazy. Right. So they have to be.
And that's why I was mentioning, like, well, yeah, like when I was in 7th grade, you know what I mean? Like, I had bigger feet than most people. I was taller than most people, but yeah, now it's not that bad.
No, because your feet are not that big. If you
right, I began to realize that myself too. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Because I wear 8 and I'm 5'2". I always wore 7, but since I got bigger, I buy 8. So
Well, that right. So that's like my foot in the spread now. So now I'm in the 9. Like,
I mean, so it really wasn't that big. My look, well, she's younger than me, but my cousin, she wears a 10. I was like, girl, for real? We used to always talk about her feet when she was younger.
That's what I know.
We
Yeah,
called her Flintstone feet because she was outside walking around barefoot. And we used to always say, if you walk barefoot, your feet will get big. Hence, she got the best pair of feet for heels, though, because her feet don't never bother her. Reminds me.
Oh, well, that's good.
I be crying, and she can wear the tallest heels and no problems. But so that's the issue I was talking about. I was seeing on social media and everything.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now listen, when you talk about them comments, honey, now for sure, the people in the comments are way too sensitive, and yeah, we don't have time to filter out them.
Yeah. So then that's
like I say, to my just general understanding, I do think that's what they trying to make the difference between.
Because that's what Cynthia talked about on the podcast. And I said they really going hard about this Bigfoot comment. I ain't thought it was that big of a deal. And, other than the fact that what kind of made it a little funny or whatever, it was when the producers went and got the video of her walking and then put the sound behind it, but
yeah,
I didn't, if it wasn't for that, it just would have went, okay, that wasn't even funny. So whatever. So then we have, after that, Portia and Giselle meet up. Now, when I seen this on social media months ago, I thought it was the filming of the, what is that? The thing
Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yeah. That's what I thought it was, because I actually made a video of it. I said, I didn't realize it was for the show. And so Giselle wanted to know about her and Shamia. What'd you think about the meetup?
I think I missed it both times because I don't have an opinion about it either way.
Well, Giselle and Wendy were actually filming the Beyond the Gates. So Giselle, I guess because she was in town, she met up with and like I thought it was the Ultimate Girls Trip. I said, oh, this is actually for the show. So she was just wanting to know basically about, the friendship between Shamia and Portia.
Well, what she say, girl?
She wanted to know like what's going on, and basically Portia, I can't even fucking remember what she said. Basically we can coexist and that's it. She didn't really talk about, didn't get deep in it because she kind of stopped.
Because contrary to popular belief, Portia is not a bad friend. I don't think she is. I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. Shamia was the bad friend.
Okay,
Shamia has proven herself to have been the bad friend.
You just talking about last year, or are you talking about the whole friendship?
No, I'm saying it's in totality for me. Both like thinking about the whole thing in totality, and then of course last year and this year, or leading up to this year. I think Shamia was the problem. Do I think, like I've said over and over, do I think that there are moments that Portia, it appeared that she should have done more, like going to her best friend's wedding in Nigeria or Kenya, wherever they was? Absolutely. Like, I don't disagree with that. But like I think I said last year,
letting Phaedra say what she said about Shamia.
Well, and absolutely with that too. But I like not saying something or actually, kind of co-signing it. So I do think she was wrong in those moments. Absolutely. But I do think, and it seems to have been proven, at least for me, that we had already been seeing a dynamic they had already been in. And it's just kind of like when the dynamic changes, like it feels to me like it is Shamia that needed to change the dynamic. And I don't know if it was because, And then listen, because everything can work until it doesn't. No, like you can be okay with something, until you're not okay with it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that she's wrong for changing her mind about whatever it is, whatever the relationship had been between them. But the fact that she handled it wrong is the reason why she just is stuck with this shitty end of the stick. You know what I mean? Like, because if you just kind of handled it differently, then I just don't think this is where I think they would still be how they exist right now, but it wouldn't have all of this kind of like stain on it or this little saltiness on it, because you just would have been upfront about whatever, with the person you should have been upfront with it about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like,
I would have did it in season 9.
The problem, because you've always not talked, you've always not been honest about what your feelings is. You know what I mean? Like, you kept yourself stuck in this dynamic. And I think the bigger question is why?
I don't know. She said she's a people pleaser. I don't know. I would have never went along
Well,
with it.
it's interesting that she's on this show that feels like you're not a good fit for her, because that's going back to when I'm saying, like, you want to show us one thing, but I think we are seeing something you're not trying. You don't even want us to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, about as far as the audience. But you feels like you're going to keep showing up. So that kind of going back, that's what I said when Angela called it out last year. It kind of still give me that feeling. So was you being the people pleaser was you there to get something out of it? Something more than the friendship, let's say, since you maybe wasn't getting the friendship, right?
Girl, because after season 9, we would have been through.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I'm about to get married.
I think I would agree with you about that.
Yeah, girl, y'all ain't about to fuck my shit up.
And again, and I do like Portia. Portia is has been a favorite of mine since she came on the scene. But I didn't agree with that. Yeah, I didn't agree with that at all. And I would agree with you as far as Shamia. It wouldn't have been no sweat off my back if I decided we was done being friends.
No, because yes, I'm about to get married, and you got Phaedra. I think she, the whole, when I feel like the shade of everything is fine, but I think when you start playing with people's relationship like that, that's kind of unfounded. And I don't know. I thought the shows were supposed to be, we're gonna be a little shady or whatever, but not really try to like hurt somebody's brand or fuck up somebody's marriage. I just, because I didn't like it on Married to Medicine when they was doing it to Lisa Nicole. I could not stand it.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
I'm like, you can see the girl look like she about to cry. And then all of the stunts and everything that, what is her name? With the guy that came up to Quad saying that he was messing with him too, girl. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I didn't like that.
Like, they had a strange marriage or whatever, but I'm not with that either.
No, I'm like, let them people, I mean, whatever we got going on and we're going to talk our little mess or whatever, fine. But it didn't look fun to me when the girl was about to cry. And I'm like, okay, now this is going too far. Y'all see y'all hurting this girl's feeling. I think I would have quit filming. I just would have been done. I'm like, oh no, this is no. You ain't gonna have me over here crying.
This is not what I signed up for.
No. A little shade, but you're not gonna try to ruin my business, ruin my husband. He's a doctor and all. I didn't like it. But anyway, so we're at Pinky's audition. And we already kind of talked about it anyways, but Drew's there with her. Are you pulling somebody up? What's that?
We're gonna talk about that when we finish.
Okay, girl. I was like, who infiltrated this live? Girl, I'm like, okay, but yeah, Shamia is there to try out for a role too. Well, she thought that maybe Drew was, and Drew was like, not me.
Right, honey. Drew said, like, about, I got people for this. So,
But Drew drove an hour there to support, and then
Drew trying to make sure she get every check she needs to get. Okay, she did.
when she came in that scene, I said, Drew, I don't dislike Drew, but some of her antics be like, come on, girl. Why? Because it didn't make no sense. First of all, because you're trying to make us believe that you got a driver, then you driving the driver. I just didn't understand that. So I'm like, look, this lying ass girl. Then you come there, because if you weren't going to be in, if this was beneath you, because that's what she was making it seem like, you should have just let Angela know. No, I'm going to pass on that. I got something. I mean, not Angela, Pinky. I'm going to pass on that. I wouldn't have came in there trying to do like the face, because that's and she was very to me nice, nasty about it. Like was Pinky said, well, you ain't got to go home, but you got to leave a body here.
Well, yeah, because we're not here to chat. Like, but what was funny to me is, like you said, she had this air like this was beneath her, and she wouldn't dare, audition. Like, you should just be, asking her to have a part. But to say that in front of the girl, Natiri, is that her name? Because again, didn't somebody mention something about box office?
I'm like, okay, the box office, but we didn't realize you was in it.
What box office was that? Okay.
I guess she's talking about white chicks.
And so with that being said, because Naturi was on there too, right? Because she was in the Biggie Smalls movie, which Biggie Smalls came out on the big screen, if that's what we want to say. But that's what I'm getting to is that I think that where Natiri is in her career might be a little step above where Drew is. Now,
way better, because she was on the whole series.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Now, Drew has Housewives, but Natiri having power, I think, kind of trumps, Housewives right now. But I mean, now maybe not, because Natiri got married and had the baby, and we ain't seen her except for Dr. Do Pinky project again. But I'm just saying, like, it just, we all trying to get up. We like it just feel it's that little stuff does feel mean spirited, and I don't know why. That's kind of I don't know why. Why? I agree with you.
Why would you try that far to do that?
Yeah.
To make a scene. That's all I'm saying. She drove all the way over there to make a scene, and I thought she probably thought she was gonna be able to do more.
Well, baby, she earned her check.
I'm like, go ahead, Drew. So then we have Phaedra coming over to K. Michelle's house to go fishing. And I thought Phaedra looked cute with her pigtails and overalls or whatever, And K. Michelle has the hot dog soaked in Kool-Aid and garlic. And she was wondering what kind of pie that Phaedra was going to bring her. She's like, she didn't want to like Phaedra. I'm like, oh, okay. Why you didn't want to like her?
I'm going to tell y'all why she do like her when we finish, but go ahead.
But she didn't want to like her. And Phaedra got her pecan pie. She said basically that Phaedra was nutty. I'm like, she the only one that's nutty, but okay. Phaedra also tells her about the Rich Homie Quan Day or whatever that Drew is going to be singing the national anthem and was inviting her to go. And she said she's going to be sick. Now, what I really don't like about K. Michelle, for some reason, she feels like she don't really have to be in these scenes. So is she not getting paid per scene or per episode, or she just, I don't understand it. Or she going to just do it?
I would think that, she might not. I wonder how is it that they do have her, because we all know like that most first time housewives don't get paid their first season. But because of kind of her background, I would assume that she negotiated something. You know what I'm saying? But I think Kate Michelle I think that's her. I think she has an air about her just in general, about feeling like she ain't got to do what she don't want to do.
I guess.
Yeah, like I mean,
Because I'm just thinking like, okay.
Now when I think back to looking at Love and Hip Hop, she would do it to them at times, especially if she done fell out with the people. You know, if somebody has something like, well, you go ahead and you go and enjoy that. I got, I'm booked over here, or you know what I'm saying. Like she would have, a reason to not go. And again, mostly because she wasn't getting along with somebody. I think that's like I say, I think that's a character thing for her.
Yeah, because I was like, okay. So we at the Rich Homie Quan Day. And we have Pinky, Portia, Shamia, and Kelly. They all came to support. And Kay's in the truck. But we have Kelly speaking to Portia, tells her hello. And they're sitting there, and then I thought Drew did a good job, but I was, like I said earlier as we talked, I thought I guess I wasn't paying attention when she said national anthem. I thought she was going to be at a game, a professional game, for them to be inviting people to.
Well, I don't know why they're singing in that. Let me say what's on everybody's mind, okay? Why are you singing the national anthem at Rich Homie Quan Day anyway? Like,
she's singing the Black anthem. Girl, I don't know. But Kay Michelle knew
not even should the Black national anthem be sang at Rich Homie Quan's National Day, whatever the rest of it is.
I don't know what it is.
But I'm saying, like, it's Rich Homie Quan. Why are we singing the national anthem for this man?
Live this type of lifestyle.
Sing his national anthem then. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so I agree. I think everybody involved outside of maybe the people she sent the text to, because clearly they knew where they was going, I'm guessing. You know what I mean? Like they knew wherever they was going was a park and not a baseball field, or I don't know. But
girl, I seen them lawn chairs. I said, what the hell is this?
I don't know, but I say Drew, she just always
you can't go from being better than.
She reminds me of Jessica Simpson.
I don't know. I just buy her shoes. I don't know nothing about Jessica Simpson.
Oh, so long time.
I know who she is, but I never watched this.
No, show. I know. You know, she had the reality show.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Well, she's a little ditzy, and she had she had a sound bite about the tuna. She didn't know that it wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing that. Okay,
yeah.
To see. So, but yeah, I said when you went from being Miss Class, above doing the Pinky's Tubi movie, to coming over here singing in the park.
But if the check clear, then listen.
I'm like,
if the check clear, I sing it in the alley.
I don't know. It seemed like that would have been bad branding for me. I don't know. You said, all money ain't good money.
That you might be just well, from the way you came to Miss Pinky's thing, it seemed like you are choicy about your stuff.
I said, oh, okay.
But that didn't seem that maybe it got through the wrong hands. The wrong person didn't filter that.
Could be.
That's one of them things she didn't know about until she got there.
Girl, she knew when she got to that goddamn park. She was like, we at Piedmont Park, whatever park they have. No, but So after all of that, then we have K. Michelle. She calls Phaedra to try to figure out where Phaedra is. And Phaedra said that Mr. President had an accident or something. So Phaedra was telling her to get out the car. Mm-hmm. So when K. Michelle goes over there, she hugs Rich Homie Quan's mother and baby mama. So they all know her or whatever. She knows them. And so she makes it known.
She's been in Atlanta forever. I mean, she made it sound like, who the fuck is Rich Homie Quan anyway? First of all, like,
you don't know?
May he rest in peace. I really don't. Not until you just sang that little chorus. But even when you sang that, that's the only thing that I guess I would know. But when I say who is Rich Homie Quan in that way, what I mean is, you know, like K Michelle really is getting on my effing nerves. Like, she really is. Because you come in this scene like you so much above and better than everybody you sit here with. And it's like you said, well, she come and she hugging the mama, because that's how she came. Like I didn't come to see Drew. I came because right, yeah, I was invited by the family, and so that's why I'm here. Well, who the fuck are these people? You've been living in Atlanta, you know, for decades. So you knowing somebody else that's in the music industry, like, girl, sit your raggedy ass down. Like, you didn't come and pull Justin Timberlake about your belt. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like pull somebody that's got
something be white. Why they gotta be white?
All right, I don't know. I just, you know, Usher then. All of this time we done had all of these reality shows in Atlanta, and Usher ain't showed up on there. One of them. Nobody know Usher.
Yeah.
And then he ain't showed up. Y'all, he ain't hired nobody to come do shit for him. Like, but you know, and I'm just saying, I am minimizing him very much. And again, rest in peace. But I'm just minimizing the stature that she, you know, tried to bring with it. Like, oh, well, I know the family. Well, who the fuck are they? Right? Like,
maybe they known in Atlanta because they got a Rich Homie Quan Day. So.
That is the equipment. You didn't look like the whole city put that on there. Don't you get me started?
I couldn't tell. I don't know what the hell was there. All I knew was I seen the broadcast.
That's the equivalent of a foundation they started and put it together themselves. And I'm not mad at that. But I'm calling a spade a spade. Like, you know, like Rich Homie Quan Day, the city of Atlanta did not give that to him. I think that might have been something that they made up, and everybody caught on to it, and they do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
All I know is when he passed.
Maybe the city of Atlanta did, because maybe y'all they know something I don't. But
when he passed, we were on a cruise, and they announced it, and we were supposed to go backstage with Trina and Too Short. They stopped everything.
Oh,
wow. Everybody walked off stage. It was just like it was a cruise. We were at a concert on the cruise, and they mentioned it. Kid Capri mentioned it right then and there. Everybody just like, so all them black people on that cruise know.
Wow.
I was like, Rich Homie Quan. I had to ask my daughter, but I knew the songs because I like the lifestyle song. I used to always sing it, but I didn't, you know, I don't know these mumble rappers.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm with you. Like, I'm like I say, until you sang the chorus, I had no idea that that's who sang that. I had none, zero.
That was my jam.
But I like the song. I'm with you. I like the song.
Yeah,
but I had zero idea who sang it.
Girl, I didn't know. So after all of that, we have the three of them: Shamia, K. Michelle, and Drew Sidor. They're going to meet at Blackjack, and they're going to have a sit down. And I'm like, oh, okay, look at Drew meeting with the ops.
Wait a minute. Let's just throw this in here. All thanks to who? The biggest op of them all, Shamia Morton. Shamia she is the biggest op. She is. And she set this up. Own op. That's what's fucked up. You your own damn op.
Shamia set this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, damn well, I was gonna say, damn well K. Michelle wasn't finna go sit with Drew. That's what, that was the thing. I think she even tricked her to get her there.
Oh, really? I ain't watched that scene that good. So I went back through and just looking at the scenes and trying to remember what I saw. But I said, go ahead, Drew. You're gonna handle, you're gonna be there with both of them. They're gonna come with the shade. And Drew had the hump face on, her little nice nasty. This is what she do. And K. Michelle, I don't understand her. The getting up is because it's Drew.
Because she thinks Drew is beneath her. Like, I agree with you. And that's the thing that's making me really dislike K. Michelle. Because I don't like shit like that. Like it's like you bully her because you can. She not.
She really bully her. I mean, because I feel like Drew is handling her.
I think Drew is handling her. No, I would agree with you. I think Drew is handling her. But what K. Michelle is doing to Drew, for Drew to have to handle her, is bullying her. I think she's picking on her. Maybe it's fine. Let's take the word bully out. She's picking on her.
But she's not having
like a little kid. And I'm saying like the mama, I am like the big mama. I don't like that shit. Like, K. Michelle, your ass ought to be ashamed of yourself. Like, you are too old for that.
Well, I it just to me makes K. Michelle look crazy. Drew is never losing her cool. Throughout the whole thing. She's not even like she breaking the sweat except for the time they got it.
I will say, when they got in that car and then they started singing the Star Spangled Banner, I felt horrible for Drew because again, it really gave me like this middle school tease. Y'all leave her by herself. I felt like it looked like Drew was gonna cry. I told myself, I said, I bet she cried when she went home.
Girl, please, I wouldn't have cried. Girl, I'd have ran these bitches off.
I'm talking about Drew. Like, she looked like she was really sad and upset. And I feel like
she looked puzzled. I thought she looked puzzled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I feel like she might be confused. But that again is to me why I think, I mean, I'm not sure what things make her cry. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't be surprised if she went home and cried, because it's such a confusing thing to have somebody like attack you that way. And you don't have any fucking idea why. Like, why is this person, on my fucking neck?
Drew looks like she's cool, calm, and collective. And she still sat there and ate or drank or whatever. I just thought they looked dumb singing the Star Spangled Banner. I just didn't get the whole thing because it wasn't like Drew was singing and sung flat, or given, like her voice cracked, none of that kind of stuff. So, she stayed in her lane. She sang the song. She sounded nice. I just watching it, by this time I'm kind of scrolling on my phone. So I'm just seeing them singing this song and I'm like, why? Because to me, they didn't eat with this. It just looked like all the other kind of.
They look like middle school. They look like middle-aged middle schoolers picking on somebody on the playground. Like, it all looked out of place. It wasn't funny. It's not cute. I agree. I don't understand, like, why y'all poking so much fun at her about this Star Spangled Banner or the national anthem or whatever. And I take it back to Shamia, because another thing, notice how she ended up in that car with K. Michelle. Shamia, a dirty dog. Shamia is. I said this last year about her. Like,
you're talking. You said notice. You had to spell it out for me, because I didn't really watch the scene. So you said
so K Michelle ends up leaving because I can't remember what they was going back and forth. But K Michelle said, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom."
Yeah,
and so Shamia said, "Well, give me your purse," So she keep her purse. Well, K Michelle went on and walked out the door and got in the car. So let's just say, is she in my car?
Yeah.
So well, she finna leave me. So she went out and got in the car with her. So that's how they ended up in the car together, singing the Star Spangled Banner, driving off.
Wasn't she playing it before? Because she was standing outside while she was singing it. Shamia was in girl was inside. And I didn't recognize what song was playing at first until they started singing it. I'm like,
yeah, maybe I thought they was in the car together. Maybe no.
Because she left and came back.
Okay, maybe that's it. Because I was like, did she drive off? So maybe I missed that. Maybe I missed her.
She said, "How's she gonna leave the
sneaky little beast right there?"
She said, "How's she gonna leave the crime scene in my Uber?" Because it was her like an Uber or whatever. But I just didn't get the whole singing the stars right because I just felt like Drew did a good job and was because if I'm gonna throw a dig at her, I would have been like, "Damn, you singing at the damn playground." That something like that. But the whole thing that singing it didn't land whatever way they was trying to make it land. I thought it just looked like some of the cringy stuff that Shamia does when she had Kelly on her back, when she straddled Kelly, all the other stuff, or even when she was singing, was it last season when she was doing like country singing or whatever it was, and it was like went too long. Just like that Star Spangled Banner, it went too long. I mean, it just was.
It was out of place.
I'm like, okay.
It was out of place.
And that's why I thought Drew.
Why you making fun of an actual singer singing the Star Spangled Banner? I agree. It doesn't. Where does this fit?
That's why Drew was looking like, what?
And so good thing Shamia didn't get in a car, but she's still a dirty dog because. Like you joined in on that.
Yes, he did.
You brought this girl here talking about you want them to resolve something. See, like Shamia
said she wanted them to resolve, and then Shamia has said, "Well, you do mention her name with Black." And then Drew told her you were a lap dog, and she said, "Oh, it's your turn to say lap dog then too." So that's why Shamia got up and left. So, but yeah, the stills of singing, I didn't get it, but I would say Drew, which I don't even go up for Drew at all, but I would say Drew, she was on this episode and causing all kind of stuff with Pinky, and then went down there and rolled around with the common folks, and then came back over here and sat with her ops, and they both left. While she was still sitting there. So I said, Drew, she did her thing this episode. She didn't.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
I said, she caused a little mess with Pinky. I got so tickled with that. But I thought that Drew kind of was featured this episode to me, And I thought, okay.
Maybe she was just annoying me, to be honest. She really is.
I kind of like the scene with K Michelle and Phaedra though. Was something a little different. I said, but I ain't never, but
and that's what I was gonna say. The reason why K Michelle likes Phaedra is because she can perform with Phaedra.
Okay.
One of the things we say with Phaedra all the time is that we don't get a lot of personal with her. And even the personal that we get is very calculated in the sense, like. So Aiden coming out in the pool with who invites their 16-year-old son to come watch? You know what I'm saying? Like these fully grown, voluptuous women in their bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, my son not coming to help you get in the pool. You know what I mean? Like dressed like that.
Not ass out and everything. No.
And you're right because he's a 16-year-old boy. Like, hello. So I'm saying she knows enough to know. to sprinkle him in. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that'll feed the audience a little bit. Like, oh, we get to see Aiden. Like, okay, fine. So you don't ask for too much. So so K. Michelle was smart enough to figure out who got the game the way she wanted to play it, and she gonna stick over there to that. Because there's nowhere in the world, I'm going back to, like, we forget so easily. Nowhere in the world you let somebody tell you how trustworthy Phaedra is. I'm just saying, like, and so maybe in her real life she is, but I'm just saying, like, on the show, like, so clearly birds of a feather flock together. You grouped up with her because the way she moved is closest to the way you move.
Yeah.
And a nice nasty. Because Phaedra doesn't have one thing about Phaedra. She takes her Southern Belle serious, so you don't necessarily see her really be mean spirited in a sense. Now she spars, you know what I mean? Like, she has intelligent type of sparring, verbal sparring. And K. Michelle is the opposite, but I think that is what K. Michelle would like to be.
Okay, because I was like, oh, she didn't want to like Phaedra.
Well, probably because of, being a liar, but that's what I mean. Like, it's like, I don't give a damn who says it. Like, ain't nobody gonna convince me to believe anything that's coming out of Phaedra's mouth on this show. Like,
child.
We need to check your head. Like, because no.
I said, okay. But yeah, that's it.
So, same mistake twice. Like,
that's right.
So, but I think that's what it is with her and Phaedra. Because that's what she said. She the closest to her, Phaedra and Kelly, I think she said. And Shamia, I guess. But, and also one thing about K. Michelle, like I said, going back and re-looking at that at the old episodes of Atlanta. Because in the end, like I said, she had that little shell shock thing, but then in the end, she ended up falling out with everybody, and now you kind of besties with Jocelyn, which there goes that, because Jocelyn was into it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so back to what I mean, birds of you get along with the people who understand you and see you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you talking Jocelyn Hernandez, that lady?
Yes. Yeah. So so to use that as an example, just to let you know, like, in the end, that was who her closest friend, was on the show.
Oh.
The other girl who wouldn't get along with nobody else. Yeah, and that's the easiest way to find a friend, is to have something in common with them, and everybody hating you is a great, I guess, way to bond.
Oh, Jocelyn, she seemed, when I seen her online and other different things, she just seemed crazy.
She is.
I when she attacked that girl, I think she might have been on drugs or whatever. But
I think at the time she had been on drugs.
The dog stank out of that girl. That was a couple years ago or whatever that was on. They had the video online.
Yeah, I think at the time she had. You might be talking about when she was on College Hill.
No, I ain't talking about that.
Oh, okay.
This happened at the shit. It was something. They were coming out with a concert, but no. This one even on TV. This one on TV.
Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You got to fight with somebody. I think they both were on Zeus, but it was something that happened in the public.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went to jail behind it.
But Jocelyn was like a wild cannon, like a loose wire. Mm-hmm. And then to be on drugs, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, doesn't make that any better. And so I'm just saying she had a lot of conflict. And so somebody else with a lot of conflict, you know what I mean? Like, y'all end up being together. So the same with them. It's like, so what I mean too is K. Michelle probably needs to have people. I'm not going to say that they have to present like they're beneath her. You know what I'm saying?
So what did you think about K. Michelle making the comment that she wanted to be, in a foursome with Kelly, Shamia, and
Oh, now that's funny because I meant to mention that. I thought it was funny. The reason why I thought it was funny is because you damn right. If you feel like people love each other, you goddamn right to want to go over and get to where it's at. Like, I think I understood to say, because I don't, well, she does like do girls or whatever, because I was gonna say I didn't necessarily take it as her being serious, but what I did seem to think was she felt like they have this affection for each other and she want to be close to it, and which I think something like that should be a normal response for somebody who want to be loved. You should want to be wherever you feel like you see people love on each other. I thought it was funny.
Oh, I just thought it was weird.
Mm-hmm. That's like I said, I didn't necessarily take it in a literal manner, but I took it in that way, like as a symbolic thing. And I say that to say, like, I don't think people recognize that enough. Like, sometimes people get angry at people for, just like being happy, whatever. And it's like, you're not realizing it's really because you kind of want to be, like you want somebody to love on you. You don't know what it feels like, so maybe you need to get a little closer. Like what they get a little closer so some of that shit can rub off on you.
Well, I guess.
But I think that they don't give K. Michelle any pushback. And so K. Michelle can sit and talk and say whatever she want to say, and they just laugh, and you know what I mean? Like, and I think those are the relationships K. Michelle does best in.
Oh, okay. So what's this screen recording? Is something we're gonna do here?
Huh?
What you put under here?
Oh, so guess what, y'all? Indie Bosses has its official trailer.
Okay.
And I did, so Yandy put it on her Instagram. I did the screen record, and I was gonna see if we wanted to watch it and see what you thought about it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, let's put it up, y'all. Oh, you might have to do it.
Welcome to Indianapolis, where the business of home care has turned this healthy and wealthy group of bosses into self-made millionaires.
That's first. Then you can start the process of pathways with them.
You must equal the bigger dog here.
I love you all. But emotions run high, even in a city where big money equals big problems. You're asking for something that you're not bringing, especially for those whose dollars don't really make sense.
I've heard a couple things about you, like you're a fake boss.
We gonna all play a game. Who do you think is not a real boss?
I'm about to say it. Tamara.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
The real bosses, the motherfuckers who make the 7 figures, boo-boo, not the ones that make the 6 figures at the table.
We all making money. That's what it's about. It's about us making money.
Oh, so you're getting cocky? You're getting cocky?
Lemonade on the chin.
They said I wouldn't make it, said I fade like a fade.
Hey, y'all, what's poppin'?
Baby, I had to come to Indie Bosses, baby, because this is what I came down here for.
He drinks too much. He thought everybody knew his music. Didn't nobody know who it was.
You knew it was my song. You was trying to be funny because you're a hater.
You're not nobody special. If you come to an event, you're going to pay to get through the door. You walked in the door like you was somebody.
Coach Trina ain't about that drama.
Our special guest is in the place.
I would love for you guys to put on a Yell for the Culture in Indianapolis.
I hope you're not over here trying to pick her as ambassador, because she did all this. It needs to be fair.
What was that all about?
Kayla needs to be checked because it is not about her.
I've just been getting like some bad vibes.
Let me tell you something. When you do something great, you gotta expect to hate.
Yeah, the girls are pressed.
They are so pressed.
You motherfucker ain't tell me that you was gonna be there.
You Trina and Summer.
I do what I want to do.
No, you're not. Not here, you're not. Not
We'll
in this
see.
circle.
We'll
We're gonna
see.
keep it cute and classy. I don't think he'll date you.
Oh my God.
How are you?
I'm awesome. Good to see you. Look good.
Did you know that they had dinner the other day?
If it isn't the happy couple.
They stopped your heart. We were just watching everything that was going on. And I'm like, okay, guys, so you gave me this man, and now you about to take him from me.
I would just ask her, like, listen, I just need to know, what did I do so bad?
I'm not about to do all that. Oh, friend, why did you do that?
No, you guys
Then she gonna
know you're
start
not friends
crying,
anymore.
and then that's the victim.
Now she gonna start
You know I'm not
crying.
about to.
You don't have to care, but I brought
Exactly.
you in the group.
I don't care. And
You- but
did.
you, I
But
brought
already-
you around
Yeah,
people.
you did.
Don't ever get that twisted.
Like you tried to hook up Nicole with my man, first of all.
First of all, let's get
Then
this
you
straight.
said,
Whoever told you, bring it to the
told me
table, because that's a damn lie. Man said I tried to sleep with him.
no, he did not.
I never thought that we would be enemies. Now it's like we enemies.
A lot of people are territorial over you. So it's like they don't want you to have other friends.
I've seen too many women come in here, backstab her.
We are friends with Trina. We came in because of Trina.
And you know what? We need to keep bossing up because, hey, bitching up it ain't gonna get us paid. What's going on? Because now we feel like there's some secret beef that we really don't know what's going on. So what's the issue?
Well, I don't do secret beef.
Say what's on your chest. You don't even like us. You don't like us. You don't like us. And y'all don't have to You a lame ass bitch. What the fuck you mean?
Well, okay.
Girl, this is Bell Collective. Shit.
It feel real balanced, right?
I'm mad at them hair wigs. I'm not even mad. I'm mad. Girl, who making 7 figures?
Well, you know, it's a couple of them that are home health care providers or have home health care agencies.
Okay.
So now listen, I don't have nobody's taxes and I don't know what nobody is making or not. But I believe the ones that are saying they making 7 figures, it is from that particular business that they are saying that from. But listen, I'm not going to say who is and who not. What I am here for is I'm just really excited that there's a reality show like in the city that I live in such close proximity. You know, I can hang and mingle with some of the ladies. I have also auditioned for Indie Bosses my own self.
Oh, you did?
I did, you know, so I just like I'm excited about it. Yandy Smith is the executive producer, so I feel like it's right on time as Atlanta come on, move on out. You know, it's time to usher in. And y'all know, first season, everything is always like low budget. Let's just put it that way.
So where is it going to be streamed at, or what is it going to be?
So we have not got that information out just yet. But I'm figuring that it should be coming out soon because, again, this is the official trailer and Yandy posted it on her IG. So I'm assuming that means she's going to have like another announcement to come with it about where they're going to stream at. Because they have, if I'm not mistaken, I think one of the girls told me, I think they have 2 seasons or at least enough episodes to be able to do that. And what we saw, the combination was like when I went to the gala, they had 1 full episode they showed during the gala. But like that trailer includes that, it includes the gala and then stuff they filmed after that.
Okay.
I'm excited for the girls, honey. I'm excited for the girls.
Girl, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just I was like, them wigs was getting me. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, damn. Please don't go naked. Please. Y'all making Indianapolis look bad with them damn hair, girl.
Well, but like I said, y'all know first season everything. Even Atlanta Housewives first season,
but that was years ago.
Still,
that, yeah,
anything
that blonde wig looked very bad.
First season is going to be like not the greatest. It really is.
I'm still expecting you to look like you would try to look your best when you go somewhere, and that blonde wig was just ugly. I can't help it.
But I think too, I feel like money. You know what I'm saying? So to your point, I agree. I don't know if they're making 7 figures or not, but what I am saying is like whatever it is you're doing now, whenever you start to like make more, you might upgrade, you know, like where you getting your hair, what all of those things.
Yeah,
and I use everybody else or all the shows. Ticia, you know, when we're speaking of Bell Collective, you know, like she would be a great example as from her first season to how she shows up this, you know, now, you know, it's an upgrade, which got Glenn's panties in a bunch, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she portraying to be making 7 figures now.
But I think for me, Marie, listen, I am not here to tell nobody what they like. Like the girl clearly likes herself with what she's, you know what I'm saying, picked. You know what I mean? Like, so I think those are different things. But if we, you know, I think everybody usually upgrades. When we speak about the Bells, I've said this before. For me, Marie is the one that seemed to, Marie and Tambra. They look the same, and you know what I mean. They dress the same. They, you know, like they showed up in the same way that they are today. And so, whatever money they came with, that's it. Right? You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell that they money then went up. Most everybody else, you can tell. You can tell where they started. You can tell where, you know, like where the money then got in. So, listen. What I tell y'all all the time is your lie to tell. I don't know if I don't know what they making. I have no idea.
I can't wait to see it though. It looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting.
I'm just like I say excited about the whole thing. You know, being in the city so close to where I'm at, or in the same city with me. Then I just really like seeing people achieve their goals, or like.
So is this supposed to be based on a friend group, or are these just people who kind of work in?
So I think it is based same. You know, it's that same reality TV formula. Coach Trina is the let's say founder of the whole thing. She's bringing everybody together, but she also she has a home health care agency, and then she does seminars to teach everybody, to teach other people how to open. So I believe a couple of the ladies, 2 of them are her best friends, and then you got like the twins. I worked with one of the twins when I first moved to Indianapolis. We worked at a doctor's office together, so they both are nurses and coders. And so that's like at the time that's what we did, but now they own their own home health agency. And so so she brought them in. So you know, yeah, it's that same little formula. But then you got the other ones. So like Kayla Coleman, she is a beauty professional. She has a business called The Glow Spot. So that was one of the places I was actually looking and thinking about getting a suite from her. And now she is, I think she just got a job with the Channel 8, like to be their social media manager or something like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm just really, I feel like first season is going to be a little bumpy. It's going to be a little, you know, but it's just good to see people doing good.
Go ahead, Indy.
Yeah, go and put Indy on me. Let's see what y'all gonna give us.
Yes. Okay, then. I can't wait to see it then.
Well, and then I might try to get us somebody on the show.
Okay.
Get it. Like once we can figure out where they stream, see if we can get somebody to come in and do us an interview.
That'd be cool. Down there in Indy. Go ahead, Yandy. Gonna try to bring up the Hoosiers. So what they gonna have down there? We're gonna have the corn husk. What the people got the peaches. What we got for Indianapolis?
What I see on her is just the outline of Indiana.
Okay. So
for her logo. So I'm thinking maybe just that.
Oh
no, we're not doing no corn husk.
Oh Lord have mercy. Well, I think what is it? Ambers and Wave. I think that's one time that used to be on the back of plates. But okay. Please do something other than the state outline. It got to be something, something real catchy. So and it's just going to be called. The show is going to be called Indie
Bosses. Well,
Indie Bosses.
As of right now, but so yeah, I'm guessing so.
Indie Bosses.
But sometimes when you sell off your stuff, like they do change the name, but I'm guessing since it's being advertised this way, that's the way that they are.
Bosses. Okay. So they all bosses. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's cool then. Well, that's all. I like that reel though. I have to go on her page and show my cousins. Hey, they got some housewives or whatever bosses.
Right. Okay.
Down there in Indianapolis, girl. Let's go down there and see if we can
find out where
But that's good though. I like that though. So yeah. But it did remind me of Bell Collective though.
Yeah, for sure. I understand that. Yeah.
I'm like, this Indianapolis? Okay. I thought that.
And it's funny you would say that because I kind of threw that out there a little bit. I think even on Yandy's page, like y'all need to hit up Carlos. Like, and the reason why I was saying that is because Carlos, he seems to be wanting to go get cities, like that you can bring up. And I feel like I look at this city as one like that. You know what I mean? Like most people, it's not a major city to me. And so, that's I think Carlos doing good, so that's right.
You have those people there's some people that always say, oh, that's black people that live in Indiana.
That's true.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Right. Okay.
But okay, that's great. Well, girl, I'm about to get on off of here and get ready to go to bed.
Well, all right,
good show. We done talked about some of everything, and hopefully, what we got? How many more episodes do you think we might have on this? 10 right now.
I'm thinking we got at least 7.
Okay. I can't wait till we get to this reunion because I think
I'm with you, and I'm gonna get the Housewife Awards ready for us so we can start putting our votes in.
Yeah, because I think this is gonna be a good reunion. They better not short us with 2. I think we need 3.
I don't know now. It depends.
I don't know because we got a lot of moving parts. Well, they got 8 people on this show, right? Don't they? Is it 8 or 9 of them? We got a lot of moving parts over here. I think they got some.
It just depends on what they actually gonna be talking about.
I hope they, because the season's been good. I would say the season's been good. It's a lot of moving parts, and I hope the reunion be as good as the season. So we get a lot of answer questions and whatever. So yeah. But I'm enjoying the season. Everybody's playing their part. We got the ones that are most hated. We got Drew, who's the MVP this episode for me. She's over there playing with the girls, nice, nasty.
Right.
And Pinky over there trying to get her Candy Burris's on. She's getting all kind of different events, business ventures. And Shamia being most hated. So is Kelly. And I don't know. We're not getting what do you think so far? Like, as far as everybody always say this person got to go, this person got to go, and I'm like, all the ones they want to go is the ones that's keeping up shit.
Yeah, even though Kate Michelle is getting on my last nerve, as of right now, I don't have anybody that should go. I mean, Shamia, But again, I don't know if her antics, like kind of what you're saying. If I say one person should go, I don't know if their antics is what's giving this little thread of the season being interesting in some way, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, for as of right now, they all can stay. But I'm actually gonna say, if anything, I really think that Shamia would be my choice to leave, and she was my choice to leave last season also. But it's more so, it's not necessarily about me not enjoying her on screen, and I'm kind of not so far, but it's more just about I don't think this is it.
Well, I feel like with Miss Shamia, I wouldn't fuck up my marriage over this show.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of what I mean. Like I'm saying, that's what I mean. Like I don't think this is it, because I don't think you can balance whatever it is your husband need from you. You know what I'm saying? And then what you got to do here. Like she made the statement about the movies, and so she say, "Well, I got to see what roles I got to be in now, and or what roles I can go for." And it's like, girl, there's plenty of actresses that have acted their asses off, have major careers without ever getting naked. Like, hello? You know that, but but she's, which going back to, like I said, like that's why I said that thing Angela said, you're right, as wrong as it is, or even as far-fetched as it sounds, it's this thing that has room to grow legs on it because of everything else the perceptions are, you know. So you done went and got your body done. Now you sitting up acting like your whole acting career is over before it even began because your husband don't want to see you, you know, being intimate with men on the screen. You could do that. All you have to do is be true to you. Why is it that you feel like you have to do something else?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, as far as she has for what we can see, okay, you already give this soft life. And it just seems like you don't know how to let the life just be soft.
Because you hanging around people who don't have no soft life, who ain't had one and don't know what to do with it. And so you talking to them.
Yeah, because honey.
Have you ever I watched somebody get a divorce so they can be a hot girl. Going on to that, which is funny, that's kind of what it feel like happened over there with them summer house people. Amanda, it's like you divorcing your husband to go be some fuckboy side chick. Crazy work. Right, yeah.
Well, with that being said,
crazy work. Like what?
Girl, that is crazy. Yes. I think when the game is being played the way it's being played, I would just say it would, well, when she did that whole apology thing I told you last year, I thought she was bowing out. But I think after this and after the reunion, and if things are as bad as what they act like it is between her and Portia, I just don't see how we can, like, I'm already feeling a way about working with you anyways. I don't think I would want to be in that situation. And then you have, because I just feel like Angela's a lap dog. I can't help it. I feel like she's lap dogging for Portia because, and I'm not saying Portia told her to go and do it. I'm just saying she's trying to get in good graces with Portia, the woman who said she would fuck your husband. And you over there, because I can't understand what all this is about. And to bring the rumor onto TV, I think that would have been my last straw. I think I'd been done. I'm just, you know, and then she goes, whether it was before or now. Well, maybe in the past, maybe she did fuck somebody on there. Don't mean them people still playing fucking basketball. Right, you know what I'm saying? And if she did, why does it matter? I mean, what does that have to do with the argument I have with you? None. So I don't know. I just, like I said, everybody's playing their part. I can't wait till the reunion to see how this shit unfold. And I definitely can't wait to see how how it's going to fall out between Portia and Shamia. But if it gets to the point, like I was watching Heart Hustle Houston a little bit, and how that Labrina is upset with Latoya and said they never speak to each other again. I'm like, how that's gonna work in the friend group. So I'm trying to figure out how ultimately will Shamia and Portia, if things fall out as bad.
It doesn't work though. You're right.
Yeah.
And so I think you just pick who should go because it's not going to be Portia.
Oh no, she's a fan, and it was her.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not going to be her. You know.
And plus, I would say Shamia don't need it.
Right. I would agree. That's what, like, it's kind of what I was saying about her last week about the, you know, even with the IVF and just kind of saying like the things that you're doing don't seem to kind of line up with, you know, the life that you live in, you know, and it feels like you want this like you want this other life when you got this, you know what I mean? Like yeah. And even if that's going to be the battle that she has, like say even being on Housewives, like that still exists, I think that you need to do that off camera because also like what Angela did, and now you got you know, the public and everything is up for public consumption and fodder, you know, so something could potentially, like you saying, just create an issue that shouldn't be, all because you living this out on TV.
Yeah.
And I can say I don't think it's a good, this doesn't feel the line why she want to, you know, talk about discernment. It doesn't feel aligned with her life to me.
That was Angela brought up the discernment.
No, I know, but it was the way she returned it back to her, like, well, use your discernment to you know,
sell a house.
And I think, and then it was the way she said it to her, because it was like she was trying to correct her as if she had said it wrong. Shamia kind of is.
Shamia was saying it wrong with a Z. So.
I know that, right? That's what I'm saying. She was saying it back to her, like in this arrogant way, you know, like as if she said it wrong, and it was like, "Girl, what are you talking about?"
But I just feel like I still would like to know what Angela's issue with her really is, because it seems too thin. I just feel like that it just seems too thin, and for her to say that on TV, I just thought, oh, without proof, I don't know.
Yeah.
That just seems, that's really to me low. Because then, like, she got to run around here fucking all these men for money when you got this man with all the money. It don't make sense. But, you know, it's good for TV. So, so how can I analyze something that they're doing for entertainment?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all. Save that channel next week.
Yeah.
We'll be here to talk about episode 11.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and y'all have a blessed night.
Yes. Good night.
Good night.